'Cause you're my lady, I'm your fool. It makes me crazy when you act so cruel. Come on, baby.
So the great news is you are all already recording videos. And I know this because we know that 70% of the customer's decision is already made before you arrive on their doorstep. And how are they doing that? They're doing that through self-service market research, online, on social media, on Google reviews, on your website, on peer review sites. Research online. And we also know that over 82% of online traffic is people watching video. And we also know that 90% of consumers say video content helps them to make a purchasing decision. So based on all of those facts, I already know that you're making video, which is fantastic. Well done. So I'm not going to cover today the basics, how to make a video. If you are struggling to get going with that, in all seriousness, come and have a chat with me. I can help. But what I want to look at today is what to do with those videos that you're spending your precious time and resources making. How to actually get them in front of the right people and use them to make a difference to your business. So today is about the strategy of what to do with your videos. So why do we make videos? The purpose of this is not to win a client directly. You'll be very lucky if you earn an instruction directly off a single video. The purpose of your videos is to build trust and familiarity consistently with your audience. So bear that in mind as we go through. The purpose of this is to build trust and familiarity so that by the time you arrive on the doorstep of your client, you've already built that with them and built a head start on anyone who you're up against who hasn't. So let's start off with what videos. What videos should we be making in order to build that trust and familiarity with your clients? Well, I'm going to give you a great exercise to do with your team here. Because the temptation initially is to make it about you. They need to know our services. They need to go and know our Google reviews. They need to know our market share. Well, if we're going to build trust with clients, we have to guide them. We have to establish ourselves as an expert. We have to establish ourselves as an educator. So, great thing to do with your team, gather them all together, map out your entire client journey from the first moment they contact you right until the very moment that you cease doing business with them. That could be landlords, tenants, buyers, or sellers. At every key stage along that journey, get your team, you can divide them into groups, give them a different section each, give one landlords, one tenants, one buyers, one sellers, get them each to map out 10 questions that always come up at that moment in the customer journey. And by the time you finish that process, you'll probably have between 50 and 100 questions that commonly come up when you're dealing with your customers. These are the things your customers care about. It's what they need to know. So help to educate them. Address their pain points, address their concerns. Give good, honest advice without the sales spiel. That is how you engender trust in your clients, not by trying to pitch to them, not by trying to sell to them. Remember, we're building trust and familiarity. This is not a sales pitch. Be customer-centric. Sorry, it's not all about you. That's not what your customers truly care about. If you do such a good job of educating them, of elevating your status beyond simply a salesperson, but to an educator, to a guider, then actually, when it comes to it, they'll be less fussed about your prices and your terms, because you have really formed that bond with them through guiding them, through holding their hand, through establishing yourself as someone who genuinely wants to help them through your honest advice. Be customer-centric. Address their questions, their concerns, and their pains. Okay. How are we going to record these videos? Because you're all busy people. And everyone always says to me, I know I should be doing it, but I just don't have time because I've got 20 people to call back today. I need to sort the key cupboard. I love that one. I love that line from Sally. Here's the best way to do it. So you've got your list, haven't you? You've got your list of 50 to 100 customer FAQs that always come up from simple to complex. First of all, time block. Set yourself the challenge of doing 8 videos per month. That's not a big commitment. We're talking 30 to 90 second videos here, and you know your stuff, so you can crack these out pretty quickly. 8 videos per month is not a lot. And the best way to do it is batch record. Don't do one a day. Do 2 hours per month just to make those 8 videos. That's doable. Or the best way, I increasingly find, set aside one day, but every 6 months, film 50 videos in that day. You only have to do 2 filming days every year. I know you're busy, but that is possible. And suddenly you've got a lot of content, informative, rich, value-based content to share with your clients. And if you work in a team, spread the load, assign roles. Give someone the role of being the researcher. They're the one who comes up with the FAQ titles. Give someone else the role of being the scripter. They're going to write the bullet points to give to the presenter. And someone else the role of the editor. Spread the work as much as you can. Make it a team-based thing. Use a structure. Don't go in blind to every video. You can use this structure and apply it to every single video you'll make, from a property video tour to a guidance video to a meet the team video. It's called the his structure, and I'm very sorry, I'm going to come up with something that I can call the her structure at some point. Bless you. The reason it's called the his structure is because you start with a hook. You've generally got you've got 3 seconds to engage your audience. 3 seconds, it used to be 5, but our attention spans are decreasing. So you have to be succinct at the start of your video. Don't start with this. Hello, my name's Toby, and I'm from Toby Martin Estates. And I'm going to talk to you. Your 3 seconds are already up there on the next video already. Viewers have got very short attention spans, so get straight into it. Start with a question, a surprising fact, a thought-provoking statement to hook in your viewer. Then move on to the key insights. Only 2 or 3. Don't be over-ambitious in one video. Remember, 30 to 90 seconds is all we want here. What are the 2 key points or 3 key points that you're going to make in this video? And then you need a sign-off. And when I say call to action, I don't mean, and if you're looking to sell your property, pick up the phone, we've got buyers waiting. When you're trying to build trust with somebody, if they suddenly start to suspect that all you're trying to do is sell them something, you lose that trust because you reveal your ulterior motive. So the sign-off, the call to action is actually an invitation to engage. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced this. Let me know your thoughts. Visit this link if you want to download our guide on this, provide extra value. You can apply that structure to anything. Use AI to help you. Give it the his structure. Tell it to script your videos based on that structure. Give it all of the FAQs that your teams have written. Use a teleprompter app if you must. I hate teleprompter apps, but they are time efficient. Be conscious though, they tend to make you a little bit wooden when you're presenting. So be extra aware of your performance on camera when you're using a teleprompter app. But you don't need it because you're professionals. And actually, if you were answering these questions in front of a client, you wouldn't need it written down on paper. So do have faith in your own ability to answer these FAQs on camera. Because what you can also do is you've got that his structure. You don't have to film these things in one go. Use the his structure and record 3 segments. So you've got the hook. Do you want to find out how to avoid a ruined property at the end of your tenancy through good inventories? Break, look at your notes. What are the 2 key points you're going to make? Come back to it, record the next segment. Look at your notes. What's the call to action? Record the next segment, and then snip it all together. So using that structure can also make it much more of an easy recording experience as well. You don't have to film the whole thing in one go and do 100 takes. If you want to find out more about using AI in your marketing, then I've put a cheeky QR code on the screen for my online course, all about going into more detail about scripting these things and using AI to support your marketing efforts. So that's the kind of the how and the what. Remember, the goal is to build trust and familiarity when you arrive on the doorstep of your clients. And if you educate, if you elevate yourself to an educator, a guider, then your status when you arrive on the doorstep of your potential client is going to be far higher than that of someone who is simply out to sell them a product. You're out to help them. So what are we going to do with these videos? We've now got 50, maybe 100. We've had a filming day. We've got 50 videos lined up to go. Now is the chance to actually properly put this into action and to use these marketing assets to your advantage. So first of all, obviously, we're going to put them onto social media. And if you've done your 8 videos a month, it gives you a wonderful foundational layer to your social media that goes beyond just the simple, here's a new listing. We've got 2 videos going out every week, which has your face in it, giving good, honest advice. Something that your potential customers can connect to and start to build a relationship and trust with. And when you've got that foundational layer, you can chuck in the more generic stuff, your blogs, your property listings, your meet the teams, your market reports, and suddenly you've got quite a rich social media schedule that mixes up the generic stuff that we do on Canva with actually more personal advice. But this isn't just social media, and it actually drives me nuts when people just stick their videos on social media and leave it, because it can do so much more than that. These are marketing assets. And so for the remainder of this talk, I want to address what you can do with your videos beyond social media. And this is the wastage that very few people currently don't do. Because we all know that social media, the odds of that appearing in the right person's social media feed are relatively long. So here's some things that you can do to actually make sure that your videos get in front of the right people at the right time. And all of these things you can do completely free. First of all, don't forget your CRM. You've got so many, I bet you've got thousands of contacts in your CRM who want to hear from you, most of them. As far as you're able to, segment your CRM database. So you've probably already got it segmented into landlords, buyers, tenants, sellers. Many CRMs allow you to attach labels to contacts. So you can go into as much detail as you like. You can have first-time buyers, you can have downsizers, you can have portfolio landlords, you can have overseas landlords. Segment your CRM as much as possible. And then when you have a video, remember these are genuinely informative, educational videos. When you have a video that will provide value to a certain category of person, send it directly to them, saying, I thought this might be of interest to you. It's a really good way of maintaining contact with warm leads, prospects who you valued their home months ago and have gone slightly cold on you, and also just tenants, landlords who want to hear from you, your existing clients, maintaining contact, giving them value without trying to sell to them. And where possible, do share them by WhatsApp. The open rates versus email, 98% on WhatsApp, 20% on email. So where possible, share by WhatsApp. Don't overlook your CRM. Train your sales team. And by that, I mean your customer-facing team, to identify opportunities to directly share your video assets where possible. So have a shared drive where all of your videos are labeled by keyword. If you've recorded a video about downsizing, that needs to be in the file name so that your team can easily search for these videos and use them at every opportunity. So when somebody does book in a market appraisal with you and they mention that they're looking to downsize, at the end of that call, your representative can say to them, I've booked in that appointment, and do you know what? My colleague who's going to meet you on the day actually recorded a video that specifically addresses your situation. So I'm going to WhatsApp it to you right now because I think you'll find it really helpful. And before that person has met you, they've already been given advice by you, they've already been educated by you, they're already, in a way, in debt to you. So it's an extra touch point. It's building the familiarity and building the trust. Sometimes we stick our videos on our blog. It's better than not doing it. But if you are going to build up that really rich library of information and guidance and knowledge, why not create a separate section for it on your website? A knowledge hub. Imagine being a potential seller and going onto your website, which obviously they do that before they meet you. They go onto your website and they find a dedicated section that is stuffed with all of the information that they need. And it's all personally delivered by you in video form. It's very powerful. A very good way of asserting yourself as the go-to expert. So many people standing at the sides. If you'd like to grab a seat, please do. Now, this is something that I'm amazed that more people don't do. And it veers slightly away from video, but it does involve that as well. Show of hands, who posts into community Facebook groups? It's a really good thing to do. Excellent. It communicates directly with a captured market, local residents. Fantastic thing to do. Show of hands, does anyone curate their own local Facebook group? Well done, Adrian. Well done, Angie. So, it's great to be a part of these groups. It's a very powerful place to be when you are actually curating these groups. So my proposal to you is to use these video assets that you've created to create a moving home in Brighton, Blackpool, whatever your local town is. You use local community Facebook groups to drive your posts in there, drive people to your own group in which you post, obviously, your reliable, impartial, balanced content and advice. You encourage the people in that group who are selling to post their Rightmove links. Because, hey, we've got people here who are looking to move in Brighton. So if you're selling, post your Rightmove link. The right person might see it. Then, of course, you're going to keep an eye on those Rightmove links. And if in 4 weeks' time they haven't sold, well, you can message them and offer to help. And when people come to register with you, who are looking to buy, who are looking to rent, obviously put them on your database, but mention to them, do you know the first place you're going to see our properties is in the Moving Home in Brighton Facebook group. So do make sure you join that. So you're building a pool of potential buyers so that you can go out to market appraisals and say to landlords, you know the Moving Home in Brighton group that's got 5,000 members? We run that. So we will prominently feature your property in that. But obviously, load it with your rich video content, asserting yourself as the local go-to expert. And the last stage of this is the market appraisal itself. Now, a great many of you, I imagine, probably do already use videos in the market appraisal process. One of the sponsors here today is Akaboom, and they have a fantastic platform to help ingrain those pre and post market appraisal videos. So if you're doing hi, my name's Toby, I'm the one who's going to be meeting with you tomorrow, that's a great start, but you can go beyond that. And this goes into something that is known as assignment selling. It's not my own initiative. This was the American author Marcus Sheridan came up with this, but I've applied it to a state agency. And what you do is when you book in the market appraisal, you have a video ready to go, which is perhaps the top 5 most frequently asked questions on market appraisals. And you've packaged that into a really well-made, well-produced video. So when you book in that market appraisal, instead of just getting an email saying, we've booked your market appraisal, we will see you in 10 days' time, and then silence. Instead, what they get is, well, we've booked in that market appraisal, and we're going to send you a video ahead of time, which answers the 5 questions that just always come up on market appraisals. And if I could just ask you to sit down and give that a watch. It's a 4-minute video. Won't take up too much of your time. Please do give it a watch before we meet with you, because what it will do is it will save time on the day, and it will make for a far more productive appointment together. So what you've done is a couple of things. First of all, you've raised your client's expectations, that if they complete that task, that assignment, then their meeting with you is actually going to be far more productive for it. None of the other agents have done that. Their meeting's not going to be more productive. They're going to spend all their time waffling about all the information that you've already delivered. Secondly, you've established a relationship with the customer where you're telling them what to do and they're doing it. And who doesn't want that? A few days before the appointment, do follow up with a phone call, because half of them obviously won't watch it. Follow up with a phone call to say, did you get a chance to watch that video? I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Just confirming the appointment. Did you get a chance to watch the video? If not, please do, because it really will make a difference to our appointments. So do look for opportunities to ingrain videos in your market appraisal process. It could be through assignment selling, or it could just simply be, as we saw earlier, identifying opportunities. Oh, we know this is a downsizer, so we're going to send them the downsizer video 2 days before we meet with them. Ensure that the video offers genuine value, that it's free from a sales pitch. It's just you offering them guidance. And do encourage your clients to watch it. Don't just leave it to chance. There's nothing wrong with politely following up to say, did you get a chance to watch that video? So, today, I hope you'll take from this the what, the kinds of videos that make a difference to your clients, the how, how to manage your time effectively, your busy diaries, to create the room that you need to actually film these videos. And I know it's tempting to maybe use AI. Don't use HeyGen yet. They look a bit weird, those HeyGen videos. Use the authentic, real you, the person who your customer actually wants to connect with on the day. And then don't ignore the sheer range of ways that you can get these videos in front of the right people. Don't leave it to chance and just rely on social media dropping it into the right person's lap, because you can manage this in a far better marketing plan. So cover all of these bases. So, my gift to you, on the QR code, you'll find a checklist of everything I've covered today. All of those marketing approaches in one handy checklist. I've also got, do it with your teams. It's a really good team exercise, and it's a great way to get your team invested in the whole initiative. But I've also put 250 customer FAQs on there, so you can just get cracking and start recording. And I've also included a ChatGPT prompt to script your videos for you. So after today, if you want to, you can just go back to the office, get out that list of 250 FAQs, put it into ChatGPT with the prompt I've given you, put that in a teleprompter app on your phone and start filming. And then from tomorrow, you can start getting these videos to make a real difference to your business. Thank you very much for having me. Enjoy the rest of your day.